Yes. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all know where we at. It's your boy LP here as always. And thank y'all for tuning in to another one. We're excited. Exclusively viewed by many, heard by few, but you already know what that thing did. Episode of Blacklight Podcast. Bars for Dave. And say hey. Of course, I got my man to the right,
Mr. Greg.
and I got the lady in the couch.
Candace Joy.
Again, as always, featured in many. I'm just kidding. Let's give it up for the videographer with the most.
Hi, it's Brittany.
In front of the camera, guys. And I would like to give a shout out.
Your voice getting
Ooh.
What do you know? That shit is like loud as hell.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get drums.
I'm just hearing big like quarters hitting the table.
Is this better?
Quarters hitting the table. Oh my god. Hey, can y'all give it up to our guest, Furlought, for joining us again on the couch. Give us his
Furlought. CL to all my lovers and
We
friends.
like the most organized, unorganized podcast. Like
It
It
works.
works.
really well.
It works really well.
Yeah, I will say after having New York Dose in here, I was severely like damn, we are not structured at all. They got like segments. I'm like, this is a newspaper through my ears.
It was like, okay, they were like, move it to the next one. Move it. It was so like structured, right? They have a good point.
Motherfucker was like sports. Entertainment. Motherfuckers got the movie phone nigga popping out. What the hell?
Literally, I was like, Oh dang. my But see, gosh. our premise is live from the couch, so it's way more like chill.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I ain't gonna
But I was
lie.
like so impressed. Yeah, they were like, activate.
Man, when they say their names, that shit, you damn Megazord about to pop out.
Shout out
boy.
to y'all, New York Dose. Y'all better watch this episode.
Man,
Y'all
for
are
real, for
amazing
real.
and
They be,
funny.
no, they be
Add a
liking,
little
sharing
so in case you
everything.
didn't know so.
Right. I know the whole thing. I need a belt buckle to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Activate.
She dances and stuff, so you know maybe it's got like a person doing a cartwheel on it.
No, but the documents that they sent after was even more organized.
Yeah.
Super organized.
I was like, yes,
you are
ma'am.
not worthy.
Right.
Listen, we like before he got here, we was like, yeah, I don't know, we might be talking about I don't know, the election. It's like that's our organization right there.
No, but last
We like to
week,
keep
didn't
it
we-
fresh
right
right
off the dome. Didn't we start the episode with like, what are we talking about? Didn't you
Right,
say?
I sure did. I say that like half the time.
No, you say that because you want to cut me off from saying something. Like, you know what? Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, yes, but it also serves a purpose.
I guess so. As always, make sure for all of y'all, and I mean all of you guys, I feel like I'm on the WWE. You make sure you tune in to SummerSlam this year. We're gonna have the Undertaker take it on Stone Cold Steve. But for all of y'all, the first time viewers of the episode, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button so y'all can subscribe to all the videos when they drop. You get that notification.
This is Macho Randy Savage, brother.
So yes, hit that subscribe button. Y'all know where it is. Y'all know where it's at. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can be where we at. That didn't make no sense, but we'll keep going. Also,
It
for
rhymes.
those, it rhyme, it's always on a dime. For those that want to listen to us while they get a
That
job,
shit
ride their bike, ride their car, you ain't that far. Make sure y'all subscribe
My
to us.
man, he's a layup shit. Hit us with 3 quick ones.
Like,
Beep, 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 beep.
we
Sign
have
up.
Dr.
Sign
Seuss
up
here.
Make sure y'all subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and
Spotify.
while you listen to pleasures. And make sure social media. It's alright, Furlough. It takes a while, bro. It takes a while. It's like when you play, you gotta gotta warm it up. You feel me? For social media, make sure you are following us on Instagram at LFTC Podcast. Again, on Instagram it's LFTC Podcast. And of course, on Twitter, you follow us on Twitter at LFTC_podcast. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Gary, you never
I love when Candace does
Sorry,
that.
I'm gonna do it again. On Twitter,
I was trying to score under.
Podcast.
You're funny though. Wait, why is he so funny right now?
I don't know.
It is the recreation now. working out.
He might be a little
4 for 4.
contact a little bit.
No,
Right.
No, once I'm in my
His eyes
zone,
hella
I'm
red.
I'm just tired of y'all motherfuckers.
Oh.
I guess my shit Euro on it.
All right.
But hey, everybody, I don't gotta say how everybody feeling. Clearly, everybody in a good job, a good mood. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start off immediately.
That was not
Late on the start.
but immediately.
Going off.
That was starting
You got it.
immediate.
You got it.
I swear to God, the thought came in there. Oh,
You got it.
it came to me one time. I
Right.
was told, no. The previous episode, we said we was gonna come back and talk about what it was I wanted to talk about and what I wanted to talk about.
I gotta add that.
Yes, add that. With SpongeBob.
This shit. Okay, I was told, or it was a discussion about, was it women farting in front of men?
No. Men, like, respectability. In front of
Respectability.
women.
I guess that was that word. Respectability in front of women.
Men farting and burping and scratching their
Oh, that
balls,
was it.
all that
Because
stuff.
I feel like women should feel comfortable farting in front of men and burping in front of men. Let it out. Don't hold it in.
5
You
for
know what I'm
5.
First of all, how is it
I
disrespectful?
didn't even realize that.
Let it out. Don't
That
hold
was
it in.
good.
You just rhymed again.
That was good. That was like an R&B. Like
It was- that was an R&B.
That wasn't like a modern bar. That was like a musical breakdown.
Yeah.
90s
I agree.
smooth R&B.
I concur.
Bobby Brown beside the rap. That was that.
I'm a close to like whatever.
You said you gonna see it when we run it back. So I missed that.
No, Furlought, what did you say about it?
How is it disrespectful though? Like if you fart.
Some people think, you have to think about how people were raised, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of people were raised in households where like you don't do that around nobody.
Right. Women can't.
Women can't
do number
or
2.
Can't do like
at a
things
man's
like that.
house.
And like,
Yeah, I've heard that.
and so like people
I dated
are
some.
raised like that, and so that goes over into their relationships and how they interact with folks. And like,
Yeah.
I know women who don't care if men do.
Mm-hmm.
I know women who won't even like poop like in the same household
Yeah.
as the men.
Yeah.
Like
I dated women who would
it's
not
very
poop at my
intense.
house.
It's like it just people are comfortable with different things, and to me, it just depends on the couple. Like whatever
Right.
they agree on is whatever is popping.
It's women holding shits.
It's women
Because they ain't gonna
holding
shit if they
shit.
niggas.
It ain't that
That's very
serious.
Women are
Serious.
doing that.
But they're doing it.
And that's not healthy at all. So I do not advise that, ladies. Let your shit out. I don't care
Hey,
who the
that's
fuck
it.
is around.
It's also
No,
men.
let shit out.
It's also men.
It's also
getting
men
chastised for burping around women.
No,
and
that's
stuff like
fine.
that. So
Wait.
there you go.
I don't like when you don't say excuse me. Like if you just like we out in public and we like sitting down in the restaurant, you like ugh. So we know it.
It is
I'm
just
like,
no,
come on now.
we're talking about.
You say
we're not talking about in public.
Private setting.
Yeah, we're not talking about in public because that obviously has other things that come into play.
Yeah.
Talking about private setting, we just chilling. We in the house, watch you in the kitchen. I'm fucking you watch your TV. I decided to burp, boom, and I'm in the other room, and you go, do you get mad?
No.
See, that's
It's
what I'm saying.
weird.
There are men who literally like don't like get in like trouble. Like I've seen it.
Get in
Like,
trouble for
yeah.
burping?
Yeah, oh yeah. I've dated a woman who absolutely did not like even if it was a mistake. Like if I farted, like even in the bathroom, she'd be like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, bro,
No.
I'm in the
when it comes
bathroom.
to farting though,
like
for guys,
I'm in the
I don't-
I'm in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
I'm in the bathroom.
that's
though.
where you're supposed to be.
I'm not on your leg, which is hilarious by the way. But like,
No,
I'm getting at.
have y'all seen the video where it's a white guy and this girl, he's like recording and his chick is like about to eat his ass and he like farts in her
okay, so
mouth.
no,
Oh,
that's
no, I've seen that.
diabolical.
I've
I'm not talking about that.
That-
Okay,
Left
I'm
field.
saying
Things that
Like, what?
Things that white listen, people be on some shit.
No, why
Literally.
do guys fart under the covers
That
and
shit's
then
fine.
don't say
That's
shit
That's fine.
and then wait for you
That's
to lift the
delivery.
covers?
Okay, delivery.
Why?
I think that's delivery.
But I have a
Nigga.
question. But I have a question.
Ah.
Okay, It may be deliberate.
That's
sometimes.
deliberate.
But the question is this at a time, for instance?
Because you at risk too.
Are you guys right? Exactly. This is what I was
Fuck
getting to.
you.
Is this
We
like,
both-
are we about to go to sleep? Because, like, for instance, like we watching TV or whatever, we eating, we watch TV, boom, I let one rip. That's on purpose. Okay, boom, I'm probably gonna laugh at it. Now, hey, here's the thing: we watching TV, we both falling asleep. And one creeps out. Okay, you can't get mad at me for that. Relax. If you let one out while we going to sleep, I ain't gonna be mad.
That's fine. Even in
That's
your sleep.
different.
Ooh.
Oh,
Why are they not?
who's at the Mr. Rogers neighborhood?
It's open.
Come join the
open.
couch, everyone. And we're back. Hey guys. So had a little knocky on the door, and
Somebody interrupted our whole recording process, so we back now. You might see a little glitch or sound or so like that, but don't worry about that. It's
It's
gonna
all
be
good.
cool.
I don't do
So we get back
glitches,
to our
okay.
little thing. She don't do glitches, so she
Smooth
gonna fix that
transition.
shit.
Smooth.
So what we was on?
you
thinking
waste
about-
our food.
talking about farting in the bed, and I like that point because I talk to a girl, she hates that shit. But this is my thing: I'm not finna get up out the bed to go walk in the motherfucking room to fart. That's gonna be there for a couple of strong seconds to walk back into the bed to lay in. It's right under the cover. Also, if you fart under the cover, don't move the cover. Don't move. Stay still. Let it sit. Let it marinate. Let it bubble in that little area.
Where it lay.
Fartonomics right there.
You let
That's
it
real
bubble in that
fartonomics.
area. Don't touch me. You heard the sound. Don't touch me. Don't make me move.
Right, don't move.
Let it sit. Give me about 45 to a 60, and then we cool.
That'd be
A
cool.
45 to a 60.
No.
Second.
Seconds.
Yeah.
It is not all
Here's the
calm
thing.
in 60
But
seconds.
here's
Yes,
the thing. You
It's
also
trapped and contained.
It's under the
So
cover.
that's when if I have to lift the covers to get out, and that's when
That's
you
why
guys
you give
don't
them
say
45 or
it. No, the
60
silent ones. It's the ones.
I was just about to say, see, this is when you, as a person, okay, because this is men and women problem, okay? If your partner doesn't like it, because it can be women too, you have to know your fart output level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know when you about to let out that one, and then you got to know when it's like, oh, this one ain't gonna stay. You know what I mean?
I have
Like,
two questions.
that's what you got to know. You got to know that.
First question. What do you do when you have to fart and you're in the bed?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I get up.
So
You
you're
like
in the
so
middle,
you know listen.
if you're asleep,
Listen.
up.
Listen. If I'm in my own bed and I'm too lazy and tired to get up, yes. But most of the time, if I have to fart, I have to boo boo. So I get up and boo boo,
Damn.
and then I'm good. I'm not
So
farting
you
throughout the
don't
day.
have to like boo boo. You just gotta fart.
Like,
Get up.
No,
but see, it's
but
different.
out of
It's so
courtesy,
loud.
out of courtesy of someone else in my, even if I'm I've been very comfortable with guys, but still, I don't want that shit just marinating in my bed.
see, once I get to a certain level,
No, I get what you're saying
I don't
though.
care.
It's,
I get what you're saying.
It's toxic
Definitely.
still. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I have another
Toxic
question.
is
That was on
Wait,
That is subjective. So you can't say toxic.
I mean, somebody fart in your face, nigga, you can get pink eye. But you don't want that.
But
shit.
farting in the face and farting in the bed are so two different.
I'm just
And
saying,
I
like,
cover
listen,
my head
He's
with
just
the
saying
blanket
it's a
too.
toxic.
It's a toxin.
And now
I do that as well.
It disperses.
Yeah.
But my second
It's a
No,
question
gas.
is,
if you have a heavy ass duvet, that shit stays there. Which
Excuse
I
me.
have
What's
a
a
heavy
duvet?
ass
You
duvet.
gotta,
like
you
a-
gotta do it from the bottom. I know.
I just got it
I know the
today.
duvet.
Yeah.
You gotta get it from the bottom.
It's a duvet.
It's just
And
a
it's
heavy.
goose-
It's a
goose
heavy.
down.
it protects. It
Yeah,
protects.
really
Very
It
comfortable.
protects your
it's
comforter.
very,
Very
comfortable.
It's like a
Weighted
you can
comfort.
use
So
it.
you saying it's a 98% chance that if you got a fart, you guys take a shit too at the same time?
Oh, for me, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's different.
False.
See me.
Wow.
It's like a good maybe.
If I have
70.
gas, then I'm like, I burp a lot. So I'm burping, and then I like, and then if I sit down, it's just gonna be a fart on the toilet. Like, that's TMI. But yeah, that's how I am. But if it's just like constant throughout the day, I just gotta shit and let that shit
But
out.
see, my gas can be not poop. You feel me? Like I can like
Yeah,
have
my
gas
gas can
and
just
be like.
But then
Yeah.
it shouldn't smell that bad.
But it's
But
bad.
if
It
you
depends
do
on what
it,
everyone eats
Especially if
so
you eat meat.
differently. You can't
You eat meat.
dictate what people's fart. Your fart depends on what you eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides that, my second question was,
Okay.
men, do y'all? Because I know men who they don't want their girl farting. They just believe they don't shit. None of that. And so like,
In 2020,
do y'all care if like y'all girl like fart around y'all, or is she
I'm
like?
gonna tell y'all right now. I want you to fart,
I
Sure.
fart
I
all
want
my
you
girl
to-
right now. Right now.
burp, fart, take shit. because you're
All
a
that.
human fucking being. Don't hold that shit in. Fuck
All
your
of
bladder
that.
up because you got some. I don't give a fuck. I eat your pussy. If I can eat your pussy,
That part.
I can take a fart.
But
I
he
can
don't
take-
eat ass.
Why?
I do.
Why?
No.
Why? What's the point? Why?
She was
Farts, pussies.
Okay,
It was in
okay.
the general
I
area.
get you.
Feel me?
But
Take
you know, that was cool.
No, take your farts. Take your shits. Cause like this is my thing. I'm a nervous motherfucker if you don't fart. Like you don't never fart. Like it's no way you just don't. Like you ate a big ass and you just don't fart. You don't take no shit.
I know
around
women
you.
who literally,
You
like
don't
I said,
burp. Like you.
would refuse. I'm not
And
taking
some
shit
don't even
at your
eat in
house.
front of guys. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
how they're
I've
raised
seen
to
that
be
too.
very.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like it's
Classy.
different though.
Classy
That's a
and
different
prissy and-
kind
Well,
of.
my brother did not think that I took a shit for a very long time because I didn't stay in the bathroom for 3 hours like he did. I would be in the
Hey, man,
bathroom.
shit.
He would be in the bathroom forever. Like,
Hey,
sometimes
Hey,
You
man,
sitting
you got
there.
that shit.
I'm like, what are you eating at? I'm not
No,
like,
bro,
I'm
no, you gotta
I'm
talk
in
to
and
him.
out.
You really like,
I'm in and out.
No, it
in the
ain't just
bathroom,
the,
no matter what.
we gonna do this
He
together.
take his
bro.
whole laptop in there and
I mean,
shit.
see, it's not just the shit. It's the
Bring it
process.
back.
It's like,
Like,
is this
the
a good one? You gotta relax,
Mm,
chilling. You let your
You should
thoughts
never
go
force
through.
out a poop.
No, you not
It's
because that's why.
supposed to come
But
out.
that's why it's a process.
That's why you can't for right.
Yeah,
Oh, so
Right.
y'all gonna sit in the bathroom and wait
So
for
like,
Exactly.
I like to go
Because
naked.
if I had the urge, what I look
Yeah.
like, I had the urge, and then I'd sit on the poop and don't come out. I'd be like, never mind, I'll come back to it later. Like, nah, I'm about to sit on it till it comes out.
And eventually it does come.
Yeah,
Exactly.
See, I like to
see
see
girls will do that.
because I want leg spread. I want like I'm leaning back. I guess
Yeah,
this
okay. He
is
said he
an
wanted to
experience.
recline the toilet.
Why?
Different
Here's my
shit.
second. Here's my third question.
What?
Why do guys pull their pants all the way down to their ankles?
Cause you gotta spread out, bro. You gotta
You
spread out.
don't?
Women do
You-
not put. For the
y'all-
most part,
y'all-
women
You like getting the full
Wait,
side.
in public or at home?
at home maybe, but every time I pee, I'm not pulling my
Well,
shit
in
all the
public,
way down.
my stuff don't touch the floor.
Listen.
Of course.
Nah, my shit.
But
it's-
my shit about.
I have my damn foot on the back wall or this motherfucker to get this
Oh
shit
my.
to come out. You don't understand? Like, how do you not?
Drink some cruise.
It might be
Yes.
because y'all also have like penis.
I mean, we do have things in between.
You
I
can
think
drink
that
some, you
area
can drink
is the
some
same for
prune juice if you're
everybody.
doing all that.
But they don't be all.
nah,
when I-
it just matter
they
of
don't be all
size.
the way down. They
I'm
be
just saying
at
that
the
plumbing
end.
is the same for everybody though.
What's
Right,
that
like,
say?
true.
I know what you're
saying.
saying. I know what he's saying, but I'm talking about just leg circumference. You feel me? Like she's
Oh,
saying.
I don't know. They
But
just
you
be
said-
like, they
you
don't
know,
be
like
all the way.
this.
They be like
But
right
if your clothes is right here, that means your legs can't be all the way open. I sometimes be in the toilet like this.
Like,
Yes.
like
Right.
spread the fuck
Like,
eagle.
I'm just
Yes.
Yeah, if
And
I'm
y'all prop
home,
your
I'm
feet
butt
up.
naked.
If I'm home, I'm
Hey,
naked.
sometimes.
But like if I'm
whatever.
out in public or like,
Whatever you got.
Yeah,
Like I
see,
said,
well,
whatever you
Oh
got.
no,
Niggas be
public.
like-
No, public. I pull all the way down and I have my legs straight out.
shut
No,
the
he don't.
fuck
No,
up.
I
put
do.
paper. I put paper.
Wait,
yeah.
I'm a paper dude.
So just because I know if I know it's a high
traffic.
traffic.
Man.
Wait, what? What are you?
No, if it's a high traffic area, I pull down to ankle high and I just keep my legs like leveled up so can't nobody see if it's me.
Oh my.
And you can shit like that?
You are worried about the wrong things, sir. It's worried
I'm
about
so confused. right
about getting rolled
Somebody will come in.
versus the SARS creeping up your ass.
No, I'm saying.
Going on
I put my feet up so nobody see me. You are worried about the wrong
That
thing,
is
bro.
Always.
now. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So back to what's
No, I feel like he's playing.
back to what's respectable.
Talking about shitting.
But no, like to me, that's like a sexy thing. If a woman farts in front of me, burps,
It's sexy to you because you know she real.
she being herself. Like I swear to God, it scares me when a woman don't do that shit. Cause I'm like, where's your food going? You hold me like, what is this shit? It's only
There's
high
no
level.
way.
Only high level traffic.
Okay,
Yeah, but it ain't.
I get your
Nobody or
logic.
cares
It don't
about
matter. I
you.
just don't. It's me. It's keep. Just me.
That's so
Yo,
interesting.
if I had something in my mouth, it would have went everywhere.
I'm so
Remember that time you said
Stop.
I didn't expect for that to be the reason. Like he was like, I'm like, how is it? Because he said his feet out, and I'm like trying to figure out how is that extra sanitary?
No, you feel me? Like that's where I'm going. I'm like, but your butt
It's not more
touching.
sanitary.
No, I wasn't talking about sanitary.
But we know.
Oh, I ain't know that.
We were talking about it.
Oh.
This is why I wanted to join this episode, y'all.
I didn't know y'all was talking about sanitary. Oh no. When it comes to that,
Priceless.
so what I do is take tissue.
Right?
I wet it. I go by the sink. I wet the tissue. I put some soap in there. I rub it a little together and stuff like that. Wipe the sink down. Get some tissue. Dry it off.
Yeah.
Then I take 1 or 2 of the little plastic things and set it on the toilet.
Whoa, I don't even do all that.
Oh no, yeah.
I put like 3 on
I put
there.
3.
No,
I was
but-
gonna say that.
Yeah,
I just
no.
triple it up.
No, because like airports or like them had like bus stations and like train stops, subway toilets and shit. I gotta scrub on.
That's why he has a 6-pack. Imagine pooping while your legs are planked out.
That's crazy. That requires some core strength too.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta.
Well,
That's why you gotta
workout
go.
at the
That's
same
why you gotta
time.
have pants like draws basically off, legs spread.
Wow.
And then you got all that. Your pants and your underwear
I
touching
don't
the
ever
ground.
want to think of you in any kind of compromising position ever. But this particular image, my nigga,
It's very
rent
compromising.
free. Like,
Oh my god.
what the fuck? Like, you just feet to wall on. Oh
I can't
my
even
God.
imagine. Like I see it in my
And
mind.
I just picture him just in there.
Feet out.
like piped.
I'm chilling, bro.
Fuck.
Man, relax.
Oh God.
Relaxing.
Please let's move on.
Do you take
There's
breaks?
this-
So you let the feet down, you come back up.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
It ain't
Like
like
you're not working out and shit.
Yeah, no, like it's like
I
if
could
like
not.
if it's like a lot of people coming through, I'll lift up. If it's quiet, put down.
I gotta, bro. Like, could you imagine like how people coming in and then this motherfucker's legs? You just like,
No, that's how you know what I'm saying.
Michael, you are one strange.
never change, bro.
But
Never.
women, y'all need to fart in front of
Definitely.
you
Please.
men.
There is one like
I see what you mean about like finding it sexy though. Like, I don't know if I would
I'm
say
sorry.
sexy.
Explain to me. I don't.
but
Because
it's a level of comfort.
Right.
Like, this is my thing. I understand there are different things men and women should do and stuff like that that's appropriate for each gender or with whatever your gender you are, whatever you. So I'm just trying to be respectful, you know.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
but when it comes to shit like farting and taking shits, that's across the platform. If you become a dog to a human, you gonna still take a shit. Your body gonna take a shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Body gonna take a shit.
so like you
I love
out
the
here-
way you get to your point. I love it.
Don't get that. So when you sit here and tell me you ain't gonna shit in my crib, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like what's wrong? First of all, I'm like, damn, my nigga toilet ain't good enough for you. I ain't gotta see
Oh,
my fucked up. You
This
know what I'm
reminds me of an episode of Girlfriends where Joan, one of her boyfriends, he lived like in Long Beach, and she would spend the night over his house, and every morning they would get up, and then she would like have the urge to like poop. She'd, oh, gotta go, because she didn't want to like poop in it, because he only had one bathroom versus like a guy she used to date. She would just use the guest bathroom and not have to leave. But his bathroom, like the walls are thin, and he would hear her basically pooping, and she was like, nah. So she was like,
If there's two bathrooms, I'm going to the one where he's not there.
But I don't want
What's
you.
the thing
That's
behind
just-
This is
it?
my
Why does
thing.
it matter?
That's
This is
just
my thing.
natural.
Okay.
Yes.
I got a question.
So you don't smell. So you don't
What if
smell the
he
other
doesn't
poop.
care though?
If you don't care, then you
Most
don't care.
likely they don't care. But that's
a girly
just
girl.
that's
She's a
just
girly
me.
girl.
And even like I am a girly girl. When I washed my hair in his shower, the next time I washed it, I saw my curls on the floor, and I was like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
let me clean up after
But that's
myself
also
now.
just respect, though.
Consideration.
Yeah, and we're talking
Consideration.
about respect and consideration. I'm like, that's just my natural. to
See,
do
I would be
that.
like, but see, I also feel like that comes from like you doing like extra in order to, not saying like you personally, I'm saying like more so like the mentality of that is like rooted in like doing extra in order to like please a man. I know you're not doing that. Whereas like for me, I'm like, why, like you said with the curls on the floor, I'm like,
Yeah, the girls like,
I'll screw them up later, like, whatever, like, but you would be like, oh, I'm sorry, like, and like
Yeah,
feel
me
like
too,
you
I
can't
get it.
invade that man's space, and it's like, I feel like those things, like the levels of flatulence, like, is like that last line of defense where you're saying I'm comfortable with you, and like there's just certain women and men who don't get there. Like there's always those level tiers, but then when you get there, that's like the last straw where it's like, if I can walk in when you shouldn't, then that's it.
The doors stay open now. Like it's literally that type of comfort. Like, and I'm like,
see, I had a girlfriend like literally.
It's definitely a milestone.
And I sat on his lap. I sat on my boyfriend's lap. I should take a shit.
Nah, I can't have that.
Yeah,
oh, see, you wouldn't do that? You wouldn't.
I don't want her sitting on my lap while I'm taking a shit.
No, I didn't say sit on my lap. What?
That's what she just said.
Yeah, I said I sat on his lap, like as
while
he
he's
played.
taking a shit?
Yeah, like I opened the door and played around and just sat on his lap.
And you won't let him fart in the sheets? What kind of backwards shit is this?
No, it was just a joke. Like,
Whoa.
no, he had just.
Wait a minute. What the hell?
Okay, wait. There's a.
What's it called when she gives you head while you're taking? Isn't that called like a thing?
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
I'm
When
sorry.
you're
When
getting-
did this go?
when you get-
Another phobia or some shit? What is it?
No, when
No.
you're getting head while you're taking a shit. It's like a name for it. Y'all never heard of that?
No.
You thought you said it was sexy.
No, never said no shit like that. No.
Yeah, like when niggas
I'm
like.
a freaky motherfucker, but that's some shit I ain't even.
Hell, I'm shit, but like the smell of that toilet, you right by the commode. No.
I mean, I would never do that, but like that's a thing. There's a term for it.
But there's guys
shit?
who
Is
like
that-
to
what's
have
that?
shit in their mouth.
That's cool for you.
That's a whole different
Have you
function.
seen the thing where guys like to have girls shit in their mouth?
I mean, I think I've told this on this podcast before. One of my first inclinations with porn, I was trying to download Batman Begins on my off of LimeWire, and I downloaded off of LimeWire, and it was not Batman Begins at all. It was literally a farm, and it literally started out like a whole ass movie. I was like, because that's why I kept watching it. Right, I kept watching it. I was like, this is not Batman Begins, but I was like, anyway, there's a farm. And
it must be a movie.
Right, yeah, whatever.
Superman.
And it like was like really produced well, nice angles and shit. And then literally the drone zoomed in, and it was like two people fucking on some hay. And I was like, wait a minute, this is not Batman, but I'll watch it. And the next thing you know, there was a girl on top of another bale of hay over the two people that was fucking, and she just squatted and took a shit all over them as they was fucking. And they decided to rub it all over themselves. And that is when I was like, well,
Goddamn witchcraft.
this is not Batman. This is absolutely not Batman. I want no parts of this. This is disgusting. So yeah, and there is a place for it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay, I want to.
I don't want
And
any
then-
parts of feces.
Okay, because listen, I had to then go back and watch. 'Cause I
Of
was
course
curious.
you
like
did.
so like I went back later that day and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this thing. It got crazy. That wasn't even the half, all right?
Do tell.
There was at one point
You got
they
that link
switched
still?
scenes, right? That thing is probably on the black market somewhere, never to be seen again. That is probably flagged by all national security agencies because this shit was diabolical. Okay,
Oh my god.
there was no kind of like there was nothing wrong in the video. That's the crazy part. These were all just simple fetishes because there was no pedophilia, none of that like that. But dead ass, like it was some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life. At one point, there was At one point, they switched scenes, and then they were in like a horse stable, right? And in between the little pew thingamajiggers, they was fucking each other, right? So they had like this one point where this girl was vomiting in the other girl's mouth.
What?
And then the girl was taking the vomit and blowing the dude like literally like putting it on his dick like I got vomit in my mouth, I'm blowing your blah blah blah.
Just
I'm telling you, it was wild.
like that.
I didn't even vomit on cue. Like what the like?
Right? That's what I'm like. No, and when I tell you the shit that came, like that first one,
Alright, bro, we gotta.
I was
Okay, yeah.
I mean, y'all asked for it. They were
I
like,
did.
yeah.
I did Furlought. I definitely went. I was about to go.
He's taking notes.
In conclusion, you guys are okay. So in conclusion, you guys are okay with your woman, being a human.
Absolutely. No, I had a question. So, alright, we're just quitting it for runaway fart. What? So, say for instance, y'all, you and your man, you getting it, y'all warming it up, y'all finna get it in.
Oh.
And then you say, do you fart and keep it going, or you run
Absolutely
out?
not.
I have never done that. I've had to do it, but I will absolutely hold it.
I can tell she's not gonna do it. She's never gonna do that.
It
And
is
if her man did it,
literally-
wow, she'd be mortified. Probably. I'm sorry, I don't mean to speak for you, but yeah.
I don't know.
If you think if your dude like farted on accident, like having sex, would you? keep
No,
going?
I think I can elaborate, but no, I don't think I will. No,
You said you won't keep going.
no, I won't be mad.
You won't
Oh,
be going.
okay.
Okay. What was you gonna say?
What about
It's very hard
That's what she said.
to have sex when you're gassy, like as a woman.
Yeah. As a person.
Being penetrated and being gassy at the same time isn't the best.
But this
situation.
area is what hits y'all. So that is constant.
I'm just letting you know.
Sorry.
I'm just letting you know as a woman. I'm sure. So I'm just saying as a woman, I don't know what it feels like for a man, but it's a very awkward. It doesn't feel good, and so like I be sometimes having to explain like I can't. Cause it's not, it ain't gonna feel like I don't know what to tell you,
pleasurable.
but it's not pleasurable for me. Like we gotta wait till something
No, I was
is
saying
passed,
before-
and
I was-
I tried to have like, and
I think it's the same for like a man when like, if you gotta pee while you're having sex, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
It's kinda the
for
same.
me, the pee thing is always a mental thing because it's like I always hate it. Like if I'm like obviously like close to climaxing, I'm like this sucks because like I do not know where it's going, bro. Like that.
Wow,
point,
I never thought
oh,
of that.
it's the worst. That is the worst. Like dead
Does
ass.
it happen
but
often?
if you
In the morning, that shit is.
It's
but
a
if
common
you
thing.
pee
Especially like when you're in a
while
relationship,
when
it
you're
happens,
aroused,
like,
does it go away after you pee?
Wait, say that
What
again?
is that? Yeah.
If you're aroused and you have to pee and then you pee, does it go away?
No.
Your arousal?
Does it
Always
hurt to
depend-
pee?
yeah,
Does it
depending
hurt to pee?
Oh no.
It's just no.
It's like random morning wood.
Depending on it
You
does.
say that like I get
It
morning
does if
wood.
you,
No,
if you already started having sex, yes. If
Oh.
you already started having sex and you are like hard as fuck and you like, damn, I gotta fucking pee,
Yeah.
and you go, that it's not gonna be like great.
Great.
It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's not gonna hurt. But like dead ass, I've had times where I'm like uncomfortably hard and I'm like, I have to piss.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally peed on a girl?
No.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like
What do you
that
call
is.
it, Mike?
Wait, for real?
No.
Oh, did she swear you never to tell?
I mean, if I did, she wouldn't know.
Oh,
Tried to catch you.
No, what a damn! I had a motherfucker.
Has
I would.
anybody
You were
ever
gonna
accidentally
ask a
farted?
question.
Anybody ever accidentally farted?
No, I farted plenty
Plenty
of
of
times.
times.
Yeah.
I think so.
I usually try to go harder so I
With the-
couldn't hear.
do you,
So
like,
like
smack
smack
with the
loud.
person?
So when the fart go out, you can't hear this shit. Yeah.
This nigga making like machine gun noises. Like,
Yeah, I y'all don't do this?
No.
Blow out some shit. I'm smacking so loud.
No,
I mean, the fart ain't gonna be that long, so it's like, just get it out there. So.
Oh my God.
have
I
you
don't
guys
think
done
I
it?
ever have.
Have you guys done it when?
Wait,
it's
you
like
never, you,
the person
well, I mean,
knows?
you would, well, cause y'all had got fired. Why y'all had it?
Oh, has he ever? Not that I can recall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened.
Have you had it? Okay, well then that answers my question for you. But nobody's had it where it's happened and like you and the other person like know, like y'all have a.
Yeah, I heard a
That's
fart.
like all-
Like shit.
But you didn't say anything.
No.
Damn, I'm the only one that's had.
You say something or they said something?
I've had multiple encounters, like literally burps, farts, you name it. Like
You
literally,
name
damn,
it.
goddamn.
I'm not finna
He
stop
is
'cause of
Gary
some
Gray.
gas.
No, like, literally, like
Let
it'd
the
be
gas
like,
pass.
you know, so you get like a. I'm definitely. I mean, nobody has ever had like an oral situation and you burp. Nobody.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
burping.
burp.
Okay,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
We
So
talking
like
about
that situation and then like yeah, I've had it to where it's like we fart.
Wait, so you'll be eating out and burping stop?
No, not
Oh.
stop, but I'm gonna
Like,
acknowledge it. I'm gonna be like, oh, my bad, shit.
I don't
oh, burp is fine.
I don't say shit.
I'm
I'll
burping.
like I'll make a sound.
Yes, I think it's weird to just be like, just keep going. Like you just fart, just keep going, or just burp, and keep
Yeah,
going.
just keep
It's
going,
okay.
man.
I'd be like, shit. At least I'm gonna be like, acknowledge it. Oh shit, my bad. Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
for me, it's kind of
I
like
think
we
it's
both
different.
heard it, so why acknowledge it? But
Yeah.
it's kind of like I don't think both
It can
are.
go both
I don't,
ways.
Either
I see
or
it
is
either.
fine. I think.
Yeah.
My thinking is this woman is trying to get her zone so she can bust this nut. And the last thing I'm gonna say is I'm sorry or apologize for burping. I don't fucking like
See,
that.
in my
feel that.
head, I think if I
This
don't say nothing,
focus,
she's thinking about it the
Right,
whole
right,
time.
right.
Like, this motherfucker just burped.
I don't
It's just
think.
a bird.
He just
See,
farted.
this is my thinking.
But what if you fart and you don't say
You
nothing?
just let it
Just
go.
let it go.
See,
I feel like you just
I'm
let
trying to
that
be
shit
respectful.
rock.
I'm trying to be respectful.
Then fuck that respect. I don't want her to.
We're
do this.
probably gonna start laughing. Like, at this
That's what I'm saying.
point,
Yeah, we laughing as opposed to you having to apologize. Like, don't.
No, I'm not saying only apologize. I'm saying just acknowledge. Just acknowledging. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm saying just not
the
saying nothing is
acknowledgement.
weird. It's not saying nothing.
that's what someone you really not that comfortable with.
What?
If
Facts,
you just don't
facts,
say
yeah, yeah,
anything,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, if you don't
Yeah,
say
if
nothing,
I
I
say
say
nothing.
either or.
Period.
you gonna say nothing. That's what I'm
If
saying.
it's
That's
a
a
week,
weird.
if it's 5
I'm at
days,
least laughing. I'm acknowledging. I'm a chuckle.
Have
Something
you ever been comfortable with somebody?
to the point where like they farting around you, or
Yeah,
you're
I don't
farting
care.
around.
Bro,
them.
we are human beings. Be who the fuck you are.
Yeah, but yes or no?
Have I been comfortable around somebody?
And they've
Oh,
been
he does. I mean, he farts in my room all the time.
Yeah.
no, a
Sorry.
significant other.
I mean, I don't think.
Like where
I
you're-
don't think Mike takes that any different as far as like relationship wise.
No, I'm a fart.
He
I'm
just
a
think
burp.
it's a person. You a person.
Right.
You do the same. You
I don't
shit.
want
I
you-
shit.
What's wrong? I
Right,
kind of
that's what I'm
fart, but I
saying,
don't
you
want to
know,
do it around you. Man,
see
if
it
you don't
different.
fart, get that shit out the way. We keep this life going.
My thing is just say
Extra
excuse
shit.
me. That's my only.
I mean, of course you're gonna say
I've been
excuse me.
but I've been around guys who just don't say excuse me. I just be like,
No, they
No,
that's fucking weird.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Acknowledge.
Now, hey,
At
now-
least say excuse me.
Now saying excuse me, it depends on the see it's levels to the gas. Like if it's a light little gas, you can just keep moving. It was like it's like got it.
I feel like if you're in my presence,
Even when
if
you're
around me
burping and
to
you're
the
in
point-
a
No, I'ma
on
say
your
excuse me,
present,
burp.
burp, fart, whatever, say excuse me.
How
Okay.
you know? How you always say excuse me for burping, but not for farting?
Because if you don't, I know she ain't gonna hear this. I'm like,
It don't matter. This is the respect that we're talking
Now,
about.
listen.
So what if they keep crossing that line where they know that you don't like it? You know what I'm saying? And it keeps pressing that button. You know what I'm
Cute.
saying?
Wait, say
Like,
that
so what do
again?
you do? Like, okay, obviously, like say you and your lady doesn't like it, right? When you burp or fart or do any of that shit. Or take a shit with the door open, that kind of shit. Like, and you keep doing it, you keep crossing that line.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? You keep crossing the line and you know that she don't like that shit. And this is your
eventually, I like and care about it. I'm gonna have to do extracurricular activities to fart and burp and shit.
Extracurricular
activities.
activities
It's
you got
extracurricular activities to fart and burp. Like it's literally
to
just,
compromise.
For sure.
but it's literally a 30 to 45 second.
All
You
guys
hate
hate
that
that
word?
word.
No, I just don't like that. I think it's a better term.
Like what?
Like what? I'll use it.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Wait, what happened?
Give and take. The
Compromise.
word compromise.
But this is my thing. That's like one of the worst things to sit here and have a compromise
Yeah,
about.
you
is
have it.
farting and burping.
Right,
I don't think
It's
it's such
situation-
thing as
Just in general.
compromise at all.
You don't think there's a such thing?
Fuck no.
So you don't like the
I kinda
fact
get-
that
I kinda
someone's
see
picking
where
up
you're
something
coming
for
I don't think is a like. Okay, think about it this way. There is no like. Look at equality, right?
Mhm.
There can be no equality. Somebody's always gonna have without. That's just our world. It's just
Well, I think I see
You know what I'm
more
saying?
so where you're going from it with the what was the other word? Damn.
Compromise.
Compromise.
like you're always gonna be giving up something no
No.
matter what.
Well, I feel like no, it's more so for me. I feel like it's intent because compromise
Yeah.
is never.
Intent is
It's more
everything.
sci-fi based because it's like more so like you can never be fully compromising if your intent wasn't there in the first place.
Yep.
Because if I have to go from my 0 to meet your 50, then
that's not compromise.
Then that's not actually compromise.
compromise
we
is-
call it compromise because we're simply meeting in the middle.
Yeah.
But it's not actually compromise because I'm now teaching myself how to halfway be like you. So I always say compromise is almost like one of those like mythical things that like you can only kind of grasp if you two are already on the same page. Then you two are already compromising
Yeah.
individuals because your spirits match.
Yeah.
So then you don't do any compromise. Like compromising is not a verb. We treat it like it's a verb,
Yeah.
but it's like it's
Right.
almost like a state.
Yeah.
You know, so like that for me is like
You're in a
how-
state of
yeah.
you're not necessarily giving anything up because you're okay with
right.
you guys
It's
are already
the half is
meeting.
already there.
It's
So
already
So I guess
there.
that was my point. It's a better word. For
Right.
it.
Well, I
There's
feel
a better
like
word for what
For
for
what
that
we-
concept
that-
yeah.
instead
It
of
should be called
compromise.
So you're saying two
Yeah.
people that already meet each other understand?
well, no,
that
it could be called
we like to
compromise.
fart.
I think the vision that we have of it should be
isn't
changed.
correct.
Yeah.
Or what
Okay.
we've been told
Yeah,
what
right.
it is isn't
Right.
correct.
Okay. Another thing with this was it the etiquette.
That was
Okay, women in age. So I always felt it's stupid women say, "Oh, you don't ask a woman her age" or stuff like that. I always thought that was stupid.
It's an antiquated
Social,
concept.
cultural.
It's a
thing.
what?
It's an
Right,
antiquated social concept.
Yeah.
It comes from back in the day.
Old shit.
Someone came up with
Really.
it. You never
All
asked
that
the
shit
lady
is
her
dying
age.
now.
Kind of like the thing,
All of
diamonds are a girl's best friend. Like all of that shit is antiquated and doesn't really have a actual
Yeah.
heart.
Do y'all go by that? Or y'all?
No, because niggas don't follow these traditions anymore, really. I mean, you come across people who do, but niggas ask me my age all the time.
Right, the shit is-
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't.
And I don't
Is it
give
a
a fuck
certain-
because I'm not in that I just feel
Yeah,
like
elders-
it's a different generation.
yeah.
There are some younger people, maybe our age and a little older, maybe like mid 30s and 40s, who kind of try to still kind of do that or whatever. But for the most part,
also
it's dying. That
Yeah.
whole concept is dying.
Also, we have to mention the fact that came from concept from men to hide the fact that they were dating and raping underage girls. So it was more so like you never ask a woman her age because you're not supposed to know that I'm with a 15-year-old. So therefore,
God damn, this nigga just woke
I
up.
thought-
that whole
Damn.
construct is more so like put on women to hide their identity in a sense where it's like you're only supposed to be this vision of a person on my arm to be held and paraded around, and you're not supposed to be asked any questions. So that's where that I feel
Really?
like-
Because I thought it came from, so you know how like you better marry younger than older? Like back in the day, like women like had to be married at a certain age, and then if you're so I thought it came from that. Like you never asked a lady because she could have been married like at maybe not at 20,
but it was
maybe at
legal.
30, and so it's but I'm saying like it's not as you were looked at as less than if you were married later in age, and so that's where I thought the concept came from. Like you never ask a lady her age because she may not be 23 and and
You don't want to be offensive.
You don't want to be offensive.
What's
that's
weird?
where I thought it came
what's
from.
weird is like it's kind of the same concept on different sides of the spectrum. It's basically still telling a woman, don't tell your
Don't
real
tell
age.
your real age because you have.
But
It's
from
the
a
irony
vision of,
though
like-
is that you can't be young, but we want you young.
Well, like right. I mean, that was the thing. That's why I say the from what
You're
I
allowed to
from
be
what I
this young, but we want
from
you young.
from what I feel where it came from. I feel like that's kind of where that sort of idea stems. Where it's like I want to date someone that has all the qualities of a young girl, but I know that I'm not supposed to. Therefore, I'm not. Don't ask a lady. Their age. You're just supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's really where that started, the root, and then it probably grew to that where it's, oh yeah, now we're marrying and now we see ourselves as prizes because now we've been constructed all this time from age 15 where they're telling us not to tell people our age to now it's, oh, you're seen as an old bat if you're only getting married at 25.
And that's just my theory, y'all. I don't know where the phrase really came from.
Same.
That's
I'm
my
just
theory.
kind of deducing, but I feel like
I'd like to look that
with
up
the way
and
history
see
goes,
where
I feel like that's
that
kind
came
of
from.
Hey, y'all tell y'all age, because there's people that want to live to see an age. Can I get an amen, y'all?
Amen.
I don't
Go
even go to
past
church.
your mic.
God go slap
And to
the
be
fuck out of
honest,
me. What?
that's
Go ahead.
also something that came from the white community because as you know, black people, we don't really we age pretty well.
Very well.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we didn't make that up.
So, and when at that point, women fart in front of you guys. Guys.
Yeah,
Fart, but don't hide it underneath the covers.
When is it okay though?
When it's
So then what he should
It's
do
up
is
to
if he's
you
under
and
the
your
covers,
lady.
he should throw back the covers, fart
I
outside,
think that's the
and then
safest place.
throw the covers back on and trap the fart outside where your face is. I don't know.
I think under the covers is the safest place. You
I
can
do too.
control it.
You can't control
God.
it under the covers.
Right.
It's deadly. Let it go into the air and
But
spread
then you're like,
out.
did you just fart? What the fuck is in
So
the
her
air?
thing is she doesn't want it confined.
Yeah, because
I
I
think
put
it
my
was-
head under the covers to go to sleep and I'm like,
See,
ooh, and then he just
yeah.
laughed. Then he just
I don't do
You
that.
laughed.
gotta let it creep out the back.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what he should do.
See,
Turn his butt the other way and let it
Nah, he won't do exactly what he
She's
wants to
in
do.
there
He
like
won't leave it.
little hamster. That's how she.
I definitely cover my head. I have to cover my head.
I barely.
I can't see how people sleep like that. Shit. I'm
The room be cold as hell. I be
cold. See,
freezing.
that's why y'all do that. Why do women? That's the next episode. How about that? Why do women love extreme temperatures?
We're
It's
anemic. We
in
lack
the
less-
in
we
the
got
bed,
more-
it's
Why
gotta
they-
be 30 degrees, and in the shower it's gotta be 30,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, bro.
like y'all motherfuckers love rolling up like Philly blunts and covers.
I am a burrito in my
And it's gotta
bed.
be
Them
20
motherfuckers
degrees
be
in the
bummed.
room.
The
You see, I got my Uggs
Like
on.
literally be like, oh, it's cold.
Definitely.
Like as soon as you get out of the covers, oh, it's so cold. Like, bro, why you got this window open and the
Y'all
air
got
on
more
here?
iron than us.
I just
Man.
don't, man.
That
I
shit's
just,
ridiculous.
I keep my room warm and toasty.
Yeah,
as well.
at 80
I
degrees.
hate
My
warm
room
ass
stays
rooms.
at 80
I
degrees.
hate warm ass rooms.
no, see,
I need
I
a
like
heater.
a warm room.
I like a
a
cool
warm room.
room.
I hate a cold room.
I hate warm
That
ass
shit
rooms,
is the
bro.
worst.
I want to be.
That's
I'd rather be
when
on
I'm
the
in
cover.
my bed, I want to be relaxed, not sit.
Yeah.
No, I said cool, not cold.
No, that is cold. Anything less than 75
Thank you.
is cold.
No.
Inside.
Give me a 65-degree room.
I'm talking about
Get a
inside.
slight little bundle in the cup, I
Inside.
can
Think
wrap.
about this. And I say inside. We're not talking about outside. It's very different. Inside, that's what they tell you to put your temperatures on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when you walk into that cool mall, it's on 75.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's my point is 75 is the perfect temperature inside. You don't need to be colder than that, but motherfuckers be putting shit on 60 something and it be
Too cold.
freezing.
See, I hate hot. I hate sleeping hot.
I can't function in a
I don't
cold
like
that.
space.
Me neither. I
Man,
just not the heater on
I
my
hate-
desk
No, I
at work.
function in the cold outside. Inside, it makes me. It's like it's stupid to me. Like literally, a house is to protect me from everything.
From the cold.
Why
Boy,
is it
hot-
hot as hell
I
or
get-
cold as hell?
I get aggravated when it's hot. Is my room hot? That's like, bro, I can't.
I'd rather have a hot room.
Yeah.
That cool.
So do you gotta
Absolutely.
sleep with the cover on or off?
I'm a cover off person almost at all
Not sleep
times.
with the covers.
I like the-
I double up my duvet. Right now, it's literally flipped.
I'm like
and
a
for
half-
Christmas,
I'd be
I
so
want
hot,
a
bro.
I'm like
heavy,
a- I'm
a
like
weighted
a-
blanket.
I just got a weighted
Oh
blanket.
my god, how many pounds?
Heavy as fuck.
I want 15. Is it more than 15?
I think it's like 15 or 20.
You know they have one.
Mom? My mom just asked me for my
another
list. That's what I want.
inside of it.
She's not gonna see this.
They got 100
I want you to
pounds.
come look at mine.
No,
I just got it
Yeah,
yesterday.
What's a weighted cover for? What they do?
I like it because, like, okay, so like for me, like I sleep with hella pillows. I'm basically cocoon myself.
Hella pillow. I
Unless
hate a lot
I'm-
of pillows.
Okay.
I realize it's because like I need, like I like to sleep like a well, not a person, but I guess it resembles
Oh
like
god.
I guess the point of it is because like I didn't realize like I'm mimicking like someone, like I just like to
You
I
look
like
like a
the
boyfriend
pillows
pillow.
to be like around me, and so the weighted blanket is literally like it's heavy on you, so it feels like I don't know.
Yeah,
it just
hungry
feels-
sometimes. My god.
You want the body to
So
lay
the
next
weighted
to.
blanket, it just helps
It
me
just
feel.
resembles intimacy.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I don't know.
Like, what's pillow?
I like a lot.
John, you got
See,
Ching.
I don't like
my
cover, but I do like a lot of pillows.
I hate-
love pillows.
I cannot
Have you
sleep
seen
with
that
one
one?
pillow.
Yes, I've seen
Yeah.
it. It's an arm.
Pillows.
I don't sleep.
That
I don't
shit is
sleep
creepy to
on
me.
them, bro. I don't sleep on them. Like if I sleep on it, it's got to be a light pillow. But I love having
Bro,
pillows.
I
on
hate
the
a million pillows.
I
That shit
promise
pisses
you.
me the
I just
fuck.
don't like
I
cover.
love
I want
like
more.
cover.
I want more too.
I have 4, and then I have 3.
Hate cover.
You have a
Maybe-
king size one?
You motherfucker.
No, that's my next pillow.
You
So
got
my
a
room
brown
used to be a
pillow?
prison cell. Just give me a
Has-
blanket and a pillow, and I'm good.
But no,
goddamn
Mike is the memes where they come where the women take pictures of the dude's living room. It's got like a chair and a TV in it.
That's
He'll be like, damn, you live like
they
that.
probably hate sleeping in your bed.
I hate a lot of
I
fucking
would
pillows.
hate sleeping in his fucking bed.
I hate a lot of fucking
One
pillows,
fucking
bro. That shit
pillow.
pisses me the fuck off. I need one good pillow to lay on. I'm good.
See, I'm laying on the corner of like my good pillow, and then I got like a pillow
No,
on
that's
my
extra
leg right
bullshit,
there.
man.
I need a
You sleep
pillow.
under your arm?
Huh?
You sleep on top of your
A
arm?
lot.
I definitely
I'm
do.
this
Yeah.
all the time.
Nah, I can't.
Or
My
my
arm
back.
goes-
That's why my
I
shoulder
sleep on my
jacked
back
up.
like a car, like
Same.
I'm in a
The
sarcophagus.
shoulders.
I sleep like a crime scene.
Bro,
Like, I'm
all the
Spread
all
eagle.
the women I've been with always hate it because they say the first night that I go to sleep, like they always call me a vampire because dead ass I will sleep on my back just arms crossed, just like this.
I've slept
Hey,
like
I
that
caught
many
this nigga
times.
just sleep. I walk in, you think this nigga, he just sleep
You would start talking to me, I'm just
like he'll
calm.
be positioned where he looking at you talk like you can have a conversation with that nigga.
All right,
sleep like a
Wednesday
motherfucker.
Adams.
Yeah, so
But on that point, we gonna get up out of here.
yeah.
Go
Go ahead and go to sleep.
Go to sleep with no goddamn pillows.
No cover.
Goddamn
Pillows.
fucking
No cover.
pillows. Alright, make sure again, y'all hit that subscribe button. So y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel so y'all get our notifications when we drop these videos on there. Also, for our listeners that like to plug in on the audio side, make sure that you are following us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and
Spotify.
It's late on the drive.
very, very late.
Spotify.
Oh shit! All your listeners.
Oh, no.
It's late.
Cool.
Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram at LTFC Podcast. Again, make sure you're following us on Instagram at LTFC Podcast and on Twitter. Twitter. We will not be.
Suck my mic, folks.
My bad, bro. Twitter, okay, and LTC_podcast. Again, that is LTC_podcast. All right. Of course, I got my man to the right,
Mr. Gray.
and the lady at the couch.
Candace Joy.
Who you got to the most?
Brittany.
Give a thanks to our guest, Mr. Furlought himself.
What's up, CL, baby?
And of course, it's your boy MP here as always. We up out of here, yes, sir.